The topic I decided to present today was how to find the characteristics of a polynomial equation. So the equations I decided to use
x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5 plus 16 and x minus 1 parentheses x minus 2 parentheses x
the
minus
equation
3.
written in standard form, you're able to get how many x-intercepts it will have, how many curves the graph will have, its ending point behavior, and its x-intercepts you will have. You simply look at the highest exponent, which is 3, and you automatically know, oh, I'm going to have 3 x-intercepts. Standard form gives you all of that, as well as the y-intercept, which is always located at the end of your equation. As you can see, it does not have a variable. If you do happen to have a variable, which is known as a letter, like this, like if I gave you guys 6x, that is not your y-intercept. Your y-intercept is automatically 0, 0. It will not be 6x, 5x, 2.5x, no. 0, 0. Now, if you want to find the number of curves your graph will have, you just get 3 and subtract it by 1. And you get 2. Look, that is in the factored form I mentioned earlier. You can see that they are all negatives. X minus 3, x minus 2, x minus 1. Now, when it is in factored form and you want to graph these numbers, the signs are going to have to switch simply because it is in factored form. So now if I want to graph it, it's going to be 1, 0, 2, 0, and 3, 0. And that is how you find your x-intercept. About the end behavior of your graph, you can simply determine that by looking at the first variable given, x cubed. Let's say I give you another equation, which happened to be negative x squared minus 3 plus 6x. As you can see, I mentioned negative x squared. It's going to result being negative. If you're given an even exponent with your equation and it is positive, it will be positive infinity. Or if it's negative, negative infinity. Always. They will be the same side if it's positive. They will be the same side if it's even. They will never be like an odd number where it's negative and then positive or positive and then negative. No, it will be the same sides. But once it is a odd number, they will be opposites. And opposites, you know how they say opposites attract? Well, these, no, they go separate ways. That I want to mention is exponent is odd, an odd number. 3, 5, 9. If it happens to be any of those numbers, just remember it is going to result being opposite. It's either going to be a graph that's going to be negative and then positive, or positive and then negative. It is not going to be both facing infinity or negative infinity. And yeah, basically you are able to find all of that within these two equations. Now, let me give you an overall statement. So just remember that to find the number of curves, you simply subtract the highest exponent from 1. And if you want to know how many x-intercepts you have, you simply look at the highest exponent. If it's odd, it's going to be opposite. If it's even, same ways. If the beginning of your equation is negative, it will result in negative. If it's positive, it will result in positive. And you can get many things out of the standard form, and you are able to get the x-intercepts from the factored form. And don't forget, the signs will change in factored form. Thank you very much.